Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Blue, and we're here with some more current events that's going on in the world, especially in America. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So it seems like the governor of Arkansas calls for new work requirement to receive Medicaid. It's looking like they're starting to change things up. It's some type of waiver that they're doing to where if you're going to receive Medicaid, you have to be working something. This is a thing it's a new term that I'm hearing: able-bodied workers. So essentially, you're able to work. You have no reason why you cannot work, or at least that's the idea. Of course, there's going to be some situations where we can see where this could be restrictive on people being able to work, but we'll see exactly what she's talking about. Let's dig into it.
There have been a lot of questions about our plans for Medicaid. My focus since the start of this administration has been to empower people, never trapping them in a life of poverty. We want to give Arkansans a hand up, not a handout, and giving everyone an opportunity to live their best life right here in Arkansas. That's why today I'm announcing that our state will seek a waiver from the Trump administration to let us create a Medicaid work requirement. The requirement is simple. If you want to receive free health care paid for by your fellow taxpayer, able-bodied working age adults have to work, go to school, volunteer, or be home to take care of their kids.
Okay, so you have to able-bodied. Wait, let's go back. Let me make sure I'm understanding this fully. Let me put the volume up so I understand.
Able-bodied working age adults have to work, go to school, volunteer, or be home to take care of their kids.
Okay, so you can't be doing absolutely nothing. If you're home, what does home taking care of kids mean? Like you're homeschooling? I think homeschooling, probably not homeschooling, but because there's plenty of women, if they're not working and they're on Medicare, then I don't understand what that means. I'm going to assume homeschooling, or you're in school, or you're actually working. So you got to be working in order to get free Medicaid. Medicaid for free. Free. That's what I'm getting right here.
220,000 able-bodied working age adults in Arkansas receive free health care courtesy of the Arkansas taxpayer. It cost us more than $2.2 billion each year and growing. Of those recipients, estimates show that nearly 90,000 have no job.
So they have 200,000 people on Medicaid right now in Arkansas that taxpayers pay for, and 90,000 of them are not working. Why aren't they working, though? That's the question.
Arkansans work hard to pay for their health insurance, but many of these healthy adults don't work at all and receive it for free. That is not how the system should work.
But why?
I go into factories and small businesses all over the state, and the number one complaint that we hear is that we can't find people fast enough. My administration is investing in education and growing our workforce to help address that problem. But as long as we pay for people to sit on the sidelines, we will never reach our full potential. On top of that, work is more than just a steady paycheck. It builds responsibility and grows skills. It can be an escape from crime, fatherlessness, and hunger. To quote a former Arkansas governor, work requirements give us a chance that we haven't had to break the cycle of dependency that has existed for millions and millions of our fellow citizens, exiling them from the world of work. It gives structure, meaning, and dignity to most of our lives. And no, in case you're wondering, that's not my dad, it's actually Bill Clinton. We don't see eye to eye on many issues, but on this, we agree. This is not Arkansas's first attempt at a work requirement. We were successfully implementing one under the previous Trump administration before it was held up in court. I'll let Christy and Janet get into some of the specifics, but we are confident that the revised waiver will be approved by CMS and upheld in court, and that we can get to implementing it quickly. And once this work requirement starts, we'll achieve our goal, moving Arkansans off the path of government dependency and onto the path to prosperity. With this announcement this morning, we've also achieved 10 straight months of record jobs number. That goal is within our reach.
The Pathway to Prosperity Amendment has the potential to provide new opportunities for Arkansans across the state, and we're grateful for your vision to make this beneficial approach to Medicaid a reality. Thank you to our many legislative partners who have expressed support of this endeavor. This amendment will position Arkansas to be the first state to implement work requirements, as Governor Sanders said, for enrollees ages 19 to 64 who are eligible through the Medicaid Adult Expansion Eligibility Group. At its core, Pathway to Prosperity is about helping Arkansans learn about new opportunities, seek new skills, pursue new careers, and not just work jobs without focusing on their futures. The goal should be for Medicaid to be a safety net, and we should routinely see healthy adults moving from government dependence to economic independence, improving their health in the process. It is not punitive. It is about purpose. We also know that poverty is directly linked to poor health outcomes, economic insecurity, and family instability. Employment, then, is vital to a person's long-term health and overall well-being. This is also about finding purpose within one's community. In fact, in order for individuals to be successful, they must not only engage with their community, but the community needs to engage with them. Stronger individuals lead to stronger families, which lead to stronger communities, and ultimately a stronger Arkansas. It's also important to note that there are already work and community engagement requirements in place for our Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program and our Temporary Assistance to Needy Families Program. This amendment is solidly in line with other work requirements in SNAP and TANF, which continue to provide opportunities for people to find pathways to success. We know this can work for Medicaid as well, and when we provide support to help beneficiaries move off of Medicaid, we are able to devote more of our resources to other Arkansans who truly need them.
And thank you, Secretary Putnam, and thank you, Governor, for hosting us this afternoon.
How's it going to
We
work?
have worked to design this amendment taking into account lessons learned from previous work requirements. We have developed a truly innovative approach that positions us to transform the lives of many Arkansans. Pathway to Prosperity will use data matching to identify individuals who could benefit from extra support to reach health and economic goals. Working age non-disabled individuals covered by the qualified health plans on our home will be assessed on track or not on track through data matching and audits of automated activity tracking. For those who are identified as not on track, they will be provided the opportunity to receive focused care coordination services to support health and economic self-sufficiency. The services include the establishment and monitoring of a personal development plan. Success coaching will be provided through the existing resources to offer focused care coordination services and connection to community resources to eligible individuals, including the establishment of the personal development plan. We will leverage the resources available through the health plans, state agencies such as the Arkansas Division of Workforce Services and Arkansas Career and Technical Education, and local community partners. Active participation in health and workforce development will become part of the expectation of receiving health care through an Our Home Health Plan. Individuals who refuse to cooperate with DHS and decline to use the services and the incentives covered from their qualified health plan will have their Our Home coverage suspended. They will not be disenrolled from the Medicaid program. Benefits can be rapidly restored if the individual chooses to get on track with their personal development plan. In developing this amendment, we focused on the importance of providing clear communications through multiple means, simplicity in design, and the need for personal interaction rather than over-reliance on technology. One of the main priorities for Medicaid is sustainability and the continuance to be the safety net, and this amendment is another step in that direction for the Pathway to Prosperity, healthy adults moving from government dependence to economic independence and improving their health in the process. We are excited with the amendment we have developed, and we look forward to the 30-day public comment period that will occur before we submit to CMS.
Data where you kind of came to the assumption of 220,000 people or able bodies that can work?
Yeah, thank you for the question. So we monitor our
So that's the important question. They're asking, where did they get their numbers from? Who did the research? Who knows this?
eligibility every month, and so the 220,000 eligible individuals are currently in the Our Home program. All of them will be evaluated to see if they will qualify to be on track or not on track through the amendment waiver.
So they already have something in place called an Our Home program. Our Home program. So essentially, these are all the people that signed up with the Our Home program, and then they gather the information whether they're working or not, whether they're in school or not, whether they're disabled or not, and all that stuff. That's what I'm getting.
One of the goals that we have in this administration is to make sure there's opportunity no matter where you live in Arkansas, but there are some specific things that are included in exemptions. Volunteer work, which I don't know what kind of community doesn't have that opportunity available, but I would imagine everyone does. Going to school, people who are parents who are staying home with their kids, those are some of the specific exemptions already outlined.
Okay, coming from the outside in, because I'm not on Medicaid by no means. I work, I manage a whole bunch of stuff. From an outside perspective, I don't see why this is a bad idea. And I say this because I'm all for the idea of less government enabling and more government assistance. This is government assistance. Government enabling is essentially what they're doing now. They're giving you free money because you can't afford insurance. Cool. But they're putting in a requirement to where if these numbers are true, they have 90,000 people that aren't working that get free insurance. Insurance that the people of Arkansas are paying for. If their next door neighbor is working his butt off at work and he has to pay taxes, and those taxes are like $500, whatever crazy number that the taxes are, some of those taxes is going to enable their next door neighbor who doesn't work, who doesn't want to work, to get free insurance. Now, is it a kind gesture? Of course it is. But I don't know how many people are completely okay with allowing their neighbor to get free insurance on their dime, especially if they're not working, especially if they're not putting into the economy. It's one thing if you're injured. It's one thing if you're handicapped. I get that. But I know for a fact that there's probably plenty of people that are just not, because people are lazy now. People are really lazy now. COVID did a lot of good and it did a lot of bad. It really made people a lot more laid back, but that's because there's just things that's been in place. So people, they don't want to work. They don't want to do anything with their lives. They just want to chill, look at TikTok, look at Instagram, all that stuff, look at YouTube, but nothing serious, nothing that's going to help them grow in any type of matter, and kind of just live instead of putting into the economy called America, called Arkansas at that. So the idea is to have these individuals go back out and work. If you're going to get these free insurance, you have to be working to get free insurance, which I think is great. You have to be in school to get free insurance, which I think is great for the college kids, because especially when I was in school and when I turned 25, when did I graduate? I think it was while I was at school before they increased the age for you to get off your parents' insurance. Before you had to get off your parents' insurance, I was worried because I'm like, yo, I ain't got no insurance. I don't know what's going to happen. And it was during the peak of when I was constantly going back and forth with the cardiovascular doctor, or cardiologist. So I think when you're in school and you have this insurance, I think that's fully possible too. You're going to school for something in order to do something, in order to get some type of job, some type of career later on down the line. I'm completely for it. If you're a volunteer, you're doing something for somebody and volunteering somewhere, and more likely doing something government-wise, I'm completely for it. If you're at home taking care of your kids, like she mentioned, like I figured was the case, homeschooling, you're helping your kids to get better and to learn and stuff like that. I'm all for it. I'm not for people just sitting around on their behinds and taking in this free money, this free insurance to go do whatever it is, get some pills, or, go to doctors for free, get surgeries or whatever the case may be. And you're actually not working or doing anything. That's that enablement. That's a problem. We can't be enabling people to do things. This is the part where it's like, this is the side of government providing the help that they don't want. People don't want the government to help. Well, let me not put it like that. People that are in government assistance right now, they want the government enablement. They don't want the government help. This is the government help because they said they'll provide resources for you to be able to empower yourself to do better, to find a line of work that you would like to do, or whatever the case may be. They provide that assistance. That's helping. But just giving them the monies just so that they can have insurance is enabling. And I'm not for enabling by no means. We shouldn't be enabling anybody. We should be able to help everybody be better, do better, encourage them to become better. And thus we grow everybody and we all grow together type thing. But at that same token, why is it that all these people aren't working? I will say that not all 90,000 of them are just sitting on their butts. I mean, they might be 90,000 people just sitting on their butts, but I also feel like there's 90,000 people that have reasons. And again, I don't know if they have medical records that show this person is handicapped, this person can't work. I'm not fully comprehensive on their situation as far as her injury, but that's just one of those questions. So in that case, will my mom be able to work? I don't know, but I'm in Georgia, so that really doesn't apply over here. But I know there's going to be a lot of people that's not going to be okay with this idea. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Should this be another nationwide thing where we're empowering people to do more? Or is this just a means of trying to get more money out of people or whatever the case should be? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Peace.